Breakdown, looking at some stats for Tatum.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Warren in at the small forward.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
No, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
Now, here's Warren. It's good from about 19 feet. Warren's got his team on the board to start the game for the Pacers.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
Tatum passes to Smart. Tatum against Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Sabonis. Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And that one falls for Tatum. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Well, when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter, third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
Now here's Turner. Lamb passes to Turner. Basket good.
Miles Turner covered tightly, but nonetheless scores it. That is really well done.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
First free throw is good. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness, bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Here's Lamb. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Passes it to Brogdon. To Lamb. Clock at 6. He tries for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Tatum. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Tice finds Walker. Launches a three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Here's Warren. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really, he has mastered that part of the game.
Sabonis, high post. Working on Walker. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Tries again. Stolen by Walker. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Got a piece of it. Nice D from Warren.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Indiana again missing. Sabonis with the steal. Brown dishes to Smart. He kicks it to Walker for the three, and the three ball is good. Walker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one, but they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Outside Warren. Lets it go from the wing. That's good on the jump shot.
Don't you get the sense that T.J. Warren enjoys the challenge of a defender in his grill?
And Walker kicks to Tice. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Turner. Tatum's shot is off. The Pacers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got his second basket.
Well, 6'11", 255 pounds. Miles Turner using that size to his advantage.
Back to Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
Both good from the line that time. One of the bigger names on the free agent market this past year, Kemba Walker.
And it didn't take long for him to land with Boston to replace Kyrie. Hornets made an attempt but offered well below Kemba's value. I think Kemba's going to be a great fit in Boston.
Now here's Brogdon. His last outing with 20 points. That one drops for him.
You know, just what they were looking for right there. That's not a shot he's going to miss.
Walker against Brogdon. Shoots the three. Walker's shot is off. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lamb against Smart. Now here's Lamb. Not a lot of room. Outside Warren. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside, Lamb. Brogdon against Walker. Brogdon the pass to Turner. And no good. Excellent D from Cantor. Over in the corner, Brown. Plenty of space. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Hits it from three-point range. Warren's got 7 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Walker taking his time here. Floats one, and it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
It's Brogdon on the wing. He's covered by Cantor. Turner. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Shoots over Brogdon, and Tatum the bucket on the assist from Smart.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Lamb. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Celtics have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Brown wide open. He fires. No good from the wing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Warren, good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Walker with the three. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Turner passes to Sabonis. Brogdon against Tatum. Here's Turner, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Well, Miles Turner consistently looking to shoot the basketball. He forces the defense to make an aggressive play.
And very much a modern offensive game for Miles Turner. Doris not a post-up guy per se.
No, he can shoot the face-up jump shot. He's exceptional at rim running. And think about his running form. This is a young man that tried to fine-tune his stride. He has become a factor now, Kev, going end to end.
First free throw is good.
And when you think about Brad Stevens, he has one thing he cites quite often. The quote is, "Toughness is being able to physically and emotionally perform your task through any condition." And boy, when you think about his teams, they have embodied that for most of his tenure.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. TJ Leafs checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Warren. Justin Holiday's checked in for Lamb, and it's TJ McConnell in for Brogdon. Cantor finds Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Now here's Cantor, guarded by Holiday. Cantor's shot is off. And Doris, the Celtics seem like they lost a bit of that resiliency and some of that composure last season. How do you think they get that back?
I think, Kevin, it has to begin with their leaders. Those are the players you expect to set the tone with toughness and togetherness.
And Cantor pulls it down.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Count it.
Well, there's a confident nature to Enes Kanter on the offensive end. He trusts his ability to shoot the basketball.
Now the pass to Holiday. Pass to Leaf. Here's the three. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Well, he showed right there, this guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Hayward outside. Cantor trying to free himself up. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
Now, here's McConnell. Edwards defending. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
And he's good on the second.
Boy, when you think of Miles Turner, one word that's always been attached to his name is potential. This guy is still young. He can make shots as a face-up guy. He's a tremendous shot blocker. Just continue to refine your skills.
Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's McDermott. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
And Edwards with the stuff.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Now here is Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
See, I think it's critical that Miles Turner improve all facets of his game, especially how he distributes the basketball.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Hayward. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland. Passes it to Edwards. The tray. Not going to go that time. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's T.J. Warren making highlights for Indiana. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Hayward. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then there's Edwards. And it's Wanamaker in at the 2-guard spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. And that one falls for Williams. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, you know, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Doris, and you always get great answers from them, too. So there's a great rapport there, I can see. Now, here is Holiday. The baseline jumper goes down. Holiday's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers. Here's Wanamaker, guarded by Holiday. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Pass to Hayward. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Leaf. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 3. Cantor dishes to Williams. A rebound by Bitadze.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
On the wing, Holiday. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Here's Wanamaker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the pass to Hayward. From past the arc. No good there. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Sabonis.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
And the Pacers, a team that generally likes to work the ball until they find what they like.
No doubt, Greg, reflected in the fact that they were 27th in field goal attempts last season, right? That's because they are so patient and so disciplined on the offensive end. What gorgeous shooting from the wingman. Hayward is as consistent as they come from there.
And Holiday kicks to Holiday. And it's blocked. Hayward, right side. Got a piece of it. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Leaf. The shot will not fall. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Leaf. Warren comes in for McDermott, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Justin Holiday. Now, here's Warren. 9 points in the game so far, and Boston with the rebound. Tice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Well, Kevin, when you have an effective handle, it's easy to make the defense pay.
Pass to Sabonis. And doors for the Pacers with Miles Turner and Domantas Sabonis, 2 talented young big men. Does that make it a log jam at that center position?
I don't think on the offensive end there's a problem. Both can space the floor with their shooting. Sabonis is an exceptional passer. I think the challenge is on the defensive end, and the reason being both are exceptional defending close to the cup.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. You hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Domantas Sabonis enters the league as the 11th pick in 2016. That first season, I don't think people understood how good he could be. His improvement, his ability as a promising big man in this league, unquestioned at this point. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Bitadze with the bucket.
But Domantas Sabonis is one of the outstanding passers from the post position that we have in today's game. If you're open, he'll find you.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 10 points for Walker. And you look at the development for Sabonis, what stands out?
Well, I think he's made strides across the board, Kevin. And for me, this is as fundamentally sound a big man as you'll find in the league. He's a triple threat on the offensive end. He is super smart on the defensive end and quite versatile. He can guard both front court positions.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. Here's Holiday, guarded by Walker. Shot from 12. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Brown finds Walker. No good. That would have tied it. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Warren, the pass to Sabonis. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. Outside, Walker. Pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. From 12 feet out. Good. He hits the jump shot. Tatum's got the game tied up here for Boston.
This is right in Tatum's wheelhouse. That mid-range is his comfort zone.
Up top, Sabonis. Guarded by Tatum. And Warren, here we go.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
First trip to the line for him here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Shooting 2.
first free throw is good.
It seems to me, guys, that T.J. Warren every year adds one more dimension to his game. We know this. This guy can play on the offensive end.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Aaron Holiday. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Walker. He's got 10. Pass to Tice. Back to Walker. The pass to Tice. Tatum at the elbow. 5 on the clock. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
Here's Brogdon, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now, here's Walker. He had 22 points in the win against Cleveland. Buries the 20-footer. Walker's got 12.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Puts it up from 12, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Sabonis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Pass to Tatum. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Celtics trail by 10. Walker the pass to Tatum. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Passes to Brogdon. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Sabonis. Boston also with the sub. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. To the inside. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for McConnell. His last 10 games, he's averaging 6 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here's Tatum. He has 5, and it's sent back by Turner. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. So the Celtics call timeout, their first. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. For Indiana, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Let's shot.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Now here's Walker. He's got 12 to stop the run. The shot, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
And he makes the first. And Land drops them both.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Now here's Smart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot's good from Cantor.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here's McConnell. 13-point lead. Pass to Lamb. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Now here's Brown. A 20-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Here is Edwards, and the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. Justin Holiday's checked in for Indiana. Boston also with the sub. Hayward's checked in. .41 seconds left to play in the first half. Six on the shot clock. Shot's good by Williams. McConnell with it. 8 points his last outing. 23 seconds left in the first half. And they pick up 2. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 6. Over to the left wing. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Edwards.
Well, you can see how dialed in Gordon Hayward can be. When he's on his game, the vision is exceptional.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Pacers. They're up by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? What a start for T.J. Warren. He had 11 points and 2 rebounds. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Well, this has been a great overall performance. They matched their effectiveness on offense with their intensity on D, and the same all-around effort is going to be crucial in the second half. They still got work to do. Don't celebrate too early.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
That's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner up front. Jeremy Lamb out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Warren in at the 3 spot. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that, defense.
Gets it down to single digits. 15 points for Kemba Walker.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Brown against Warren. Back to Turner. Dishes to Warren. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Wow, if T.J. Warren makes threes with consistency, it will unlock every other aspect of his game, and that's significant, guys.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Back to Walker. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Walker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. Brogdon outside. The pass to Sabonis. Over Brown. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
This is a real strength of Domantas Sabonis' game. He has such nice, soft touch.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Sabonis with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Sabonis, the pass to Warren. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Lamb. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Outside, Walker kicks to Brown. No good. Nice D from Warren. Here's Brogdon. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Tatum. Lays it up off the glass. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
This guy is skilled at getting the shot he wants inside. Jason Tatum with the size and touch to be efficient.
Outside Warren. Shoots over Brown, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 16 points for T.J. Warren.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Walker against Warren. Inside, Turner with the steal. Outside Warren. A baseline J, and Turner the bucket on the assist by Warren. Turner's got 10 points.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. To the paint, got a piece of it. Count it. Tice has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Walker against Brogdon. Passes it to Sabonis. Here's Warren. Over Tatum. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
And he knocks down the first one. Of course, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Smart. Baseline try. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Walker against Holiday. The 3 from Tatum. It's good from long range. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy a sensational shooter. It doesn't take a lot of separation for Jason Tatum to put it in the basket.
Left side, Warren. Some solid defense from Brown.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And here's Holiday after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. And Holiday, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw, good, Holiday.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track. Well, Gordon Hayward obviously still working his way back to peak form. Let's remember, this guy was an all-star in 2017. We know he can be a franchise guy.
Now, here's Warren. After Gordon Hayward's miss, pass to Holiday. Releases, and he hits the jumper for 2. Holiday's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And Doris, you talk about when Gordon Hayward is playing his best. What makes him, in your mind, so special?
Well, when he's right physically, he can be a go-to offensive weapon, Kevin. This guy is the true definition of triple threat, right? He can pick you apart with his passing, with his shooting, and also off the dribble drive. Boy, when he's right, he is tough to stop.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Justin Holiday's checked in for Warren, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Edwards in for Kemba Walker. Now here is Holiday. He's got 8. McConnell passes to Holiday. And it's off from 3-point range. Hayward outside. The pass to Wanamaker. Now here's Cantor. Banked in off the glass. Cantor's got 6.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
Here's McConnell. Rebound, Boston. Here's Cantor. He's got 6. Nobody near Williams. And again, Boston with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Holiday. Passes it to McDermott. Over Williams. Doesn't go that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Cantor kicks to Edwards. Cantor trying to free himself up. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Edwards. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Holiday. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 7 points in the game. Celtics trail by 8. The feed now to Cantor. Yes, that goes in. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Bitadze. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Back to Wanamaker. The Pacers making a switch here. Leafs checked in. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Hayward. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. That's now 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
We know this about Gordon Hayward. He can score from 3, he can get to the mid-range, and he can score if you allow him that kind of interior position.
McConnell with it. Edwards there. Bitadze, the pass to McConnell. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. And Hayward at the stuff.
Gordon Hayward has an exceptional ability to get out on the break. This guy's a terrific athlete who the defense has trouble staying in front of.
Now, here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Holiday surveying the floor. There's the pass to McConnell. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And here's a look at some stats for McDermott. How his last 10 games have gone. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Now the Pacers moving it up. Now here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Here's Leaf. Rebound Boston. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
You ever notice the physicality? That's an aspect of Marcus Smart's game. He just powers through the defense. Sensational shooting.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
The Pacers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Walker's checked in for the Celtics.
Mind the lane. One shot.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doris, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 7. Over Williams. And that one goes long.
and he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
McConnell with it, guarded by Walker. Pass to Holiday. Over Smart. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Holiday. Celtic shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
The defensive intensity must pick up. It hasn't been the same this half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No one near Turner as he lets it go. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Turner's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Walker, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 3.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Holiday. Good work defensively by Smart. Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for the Boston Celtics. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Right now, right here. Stop, score, stop. One time. Stop, score, stop.
Well, he's clearly keeping it simple there with that message.
I mean, great communicating with his guys, especially when things get tight.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Hayward. And it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. Sabonis kicks to Lamb. 6 to shoot. Back to Sabonis. Over Smart. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. Celtics leading by 3. And here's Hayward. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Here's Holiday. Hayward grabs the board.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Shot's good by Walker.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Now, here's McConnell. Passes it to Turner. McConnell scanning the floor. Outside, Lamb. Trying his luck from deep. Indiana again missing. Austin with the ball. Hayward outside. Here's Walker. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Hayward can hit. Pacers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Sabonis with the bucket.
Well, what you love is Sabonis has both the athleticism and the strength to play through contact. Nice.
Here's Walker. From 13 feet, it goes down. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
McConnell finds Sabonis. Hayward against Holiday. Trying to find Lamb. Gets it to him. And the basket is good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Sabonis. Drains it from beyond the arc. 15 points for Gordon Hayward.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
And the Pacers call time here. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Warren's checked in for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for T.J. McConnell. The Celtics also changing it up. Tatum comes in for Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Brown against Warren. Back to Sabonis. He dishes it to Warren. Pass to Brogdon. From deep. It's not going to go for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Smart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know what I love, Kevin, is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, he may be kicking himself for that one miss, but establishing the 2-possession lead was key.
Brogdon with it. He's picked up by Walker. Warren kicks to Brogdon. Outside, Lamb. Shoots over Brown. No good from Lamb. Boston leading by 5. To the middle, Turner with the steal. And now Warren running the floor all by himself. And it's Warren with the jam.
That is the length of Miles Turner on the defensive end. What a job anticipating and giving his teammate an opportunity in transition. Nice.
Now here's Walker. Outside, Smart. Now the pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the shot by Warren, no good. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And again, Boston with the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire 4th quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Here's Turner. Goes up again. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Warren.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Smart dishes to Tatum. Now Tice. Here's Smart. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Lamb. Here's Warren. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Walker. Drops in the layup for 2. Walker's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to Warren. Puts it up from 17. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Warren. Warren's got 4 assists now tonight. Walker the pass to Tice. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Brown. And yes, it's good. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Turner. Just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, and the call will be against Sabonis. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Walker. It's good. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Feeds it to Lamb. Over Smart. No good from Lamb.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
And so Walker nails both of them.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Warren.
Well, I love that T.J. Warren is staying aggressive on the offensive end. Be in attack mode.
Tice kicks to Walker. Back to Tice, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And so here is Indiana. Brogdon outside. Pass to Sabonis. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Boston leading by 11. Here's Walker. Plays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 38 points.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Lamb passes to Brogdon. To the inside. A jump hook. Sabonis, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Warren, good.
Boy, that's confidence right there. T.J. Warren understands when to pull up off the bounce.
Walker finds Tatum. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. It's Brogdon on the wing. Lamb up top. Over Smart. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Celtics leading by 11. Baseline jumper. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Kev, I think it's crucial that Marcus Smart be able to drain these mid-range shots, right? He does a great job squaring himself up.
And the Pacers call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Launches a 3. That one, no good. Hayward with some nice D. Shoots over Warren. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pacers trail by 13. Over Hayward. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Walker against Warren. Walker's shot is off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now, this guy is cooking.
1:12 left in the game. There's the dish to Hayward. And the pass to Walker. Clock at 6. Shoots over Brogdon. Boston, no good that time either. And it's Warren with the ball for Indiana. They trail by 11. Lamb, and the lead is down inside single digits.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Walker the pass to Tice. 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look for Walker. That 3 off the mark.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, Greg, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, what turned this game around tonight?
Came out with energy in the second half. I mean, after we had a little bit of a lull there, called a timeout and we regrouped and got it together. I thought we played well, shared the basketball. We regrouped.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a different team second half. Thanks, Gordon. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.